So I was just taking a nice stroll around the world of Rapture, and as I'm strolling around Rapture, I actually stumble across this helpless, cute little robot. So, like any good human in the world of Rapture, I decided to, hack into him and make him my companion buddy. And so I named him Billy Bob. Billy Bob was kind of like my best friend. And I really wanted him to be my best friend. But then we decided to have adventures together. And then I realized Billy Bob is kind of stupid. Now you might be wondering,
Not me. How can Billy Bob be stupid? There's no way he can be stupid.
now let me just prove my case to you real quick as we have his first enemy encounter. As I'm attacking this lady, I get shot by Billy Bob. I mean, maybe he's just overly excited over the fact that I revived him and he just wants to help me out. But still, Billy Bob, chill out for a moment. I got this, don't worry. And we end up finding another mad scientist that ends up shooting at him. And how dare him shoot at Billy Bob? Even though Billy Bob shot at me, I still think Billy Bob low-key is kind of cute. So I'm over here trying to have to punish this guy for over here hitting Billy Bob. How dare you hit my robot? I don't like it when people end up hitting my robots like this in any of my creations. It's kind of like a pet. You want anybody coming up to your dog and kicking at it? Even though maybe he might be a mutt sometimes and, sometimes might not be obedient and listen to you, you still love the animal. You don't want somebody to come over there and attack your animal even though you're having an argument with you. So I end up forgiving Billy Bob. I figured he probably just attacked me all by accident. And everything seemed like it was going well as these next enemies started showing up to us as we take them out, clearing them out with no issue. But then this lady enemy ends up showing up, and I'm starting to realize that I think Billy Bob has a soft spot for the ladies, because every time I get near this lady, it seems like Billy Bob ends up attacking me over and over again. And you think Billy Bob would actually attack the lady as I move out the way, but no. In fact, as I get closer to the lady, I get shot by Billy Bob and the enemy at the same time. And then I end up getting killed by this guy, and Billy Bob fails me. I thought we were friends, Billy Bob. I revived you so you could be my best friend, and you let me down. Despite all the trouble that Billy Bob has caused me so far in the beginning of the medical pavilion area, I still bring him along to ride as a companion with me through this area. In the second go round, I'm quite surprised by the fact that we didn't die yet. As you just noticed there, we ended up almost getting ourselves killed. But this time around, Billy Bob seems to be more helpful than the first go around in the medical pavilion. In fact, Billy Bob ends up going in here suicidal mode trying to kill this one lady. I'm not sure what change of heart he had, because earlier it seemed like he had a crush and was a ladies' man with the first woman that I was trying to kill. But this woman in particular, he had no remorse for, and he just ended up killing them right then and there. So I don't know, maybe he had a crush on the first woman that we were trying to kill in the beginning of the medical pavilion. I'm honestly quite shocked that we got through all that, so I'm gonna go ahead and save, because I used to love this game called Final Fantasy IX. I always have this little Moogle always tell me,
Save, Kupo! It would be wise, Kupo!
and due to playing Final Fantasy IX, I've always lived by the motto, save whenever possible, because you just never know when you may lose a good chunk of progress just because you didn't decide to open up the menu and press the save button. And I'm over here playing this game on the survival difficulty. I need to cheese this game as much as possible, okay? I need to make this a little bit easier on myself, so therefore I'm saving as much as possible. And as I turn this corner, my eyes beat in horror as I see two robots fighting each other. See, I live by the motto as I'm making Skynet that together robots are stronger, kind of like Caesar from Planet of the Apes. So I ended up hacking this guy, and then voila, I ended up making him on our side. So with him on our side now, I actually renamed him to Jason, and actually I noticed that his distant cousin Freddy was not very pleased with the fact that he decided to join my side. In fact, he actually started attacking me instead, and then we ended up dying. See, this all comes full circle now. This is why we save, because if we didn't save, I do not believe we would have started from here. I think we actually would have started from the beginning. And I won't even lie to you guys, I'm starting to feel the difficulty starting to show itself during this segment. I actually went in here to hack Freddy as I already rehacked Jason during this segment. So we ended up getting Freddy back on our side. But sadly, as we gain Freddy, we also lose Billy Bob in the process. Can I get an F for respects for the boy Billy? We've been through a lot. Like almost getting myself killed by him shooting at me periodically over and over again over one woman that he just refused to kill. But he redeemed himself. He was a good trooper. I mean, he was kind of stupid at first, but at least he redeemed himself. And I'm hoping that maybe Freddy might be a good replacement for him. But Freddy's really not doing a good job whatsoever trying to get this one enemy killed. So as he's getting himself blown up and he's about to die on us, I decided to actually make myself available and go ahead and kill her myself. Sadly, I couldn't save Freddy in time And now, it only leaves us with one robot left on our side. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our trusty steed, Jason. Our numbers are dwindling, guys. Our Skynet numbers are dwindling. Jason's the only one left. And now I'm honestly questioning myself. Am I fit to be the commander of future Skynet and Rapture? I have no clue. Despite the loss of my fellow robots, we have to keep on pressing, and we gotta keep on moving. And in fact, we actually are about to hit the part that I really hate in the early game, because I waste a lot of ammunition on this guy, because this guy really does take a beating. He's really a bullet sponge, and so I ended up thinking of a process that maybe might make this easier on myself, and they're actually gonna walk into a security camera here soon that I actually want to hack on, because one, it's another robot pretty much. It's another machine that we can add to our list of, Skynet army that we're trying to create here. I don't have an actual name for this guy yet. I'm going to use an auto hack on it, though, because I really don't feel like wasting time, especially we're in the middle of a battle here. But I really don't have a name for this guy as of yet. I don't know, chat. Let me know down below. What you guys have a name for this security camera robot? I don't know. I don't really have any names I come up with a person, with a thing that's spying on him. And as I'm just over here waiting for the camera to just do his thing and find this man just keeps running away. Ironically enough, I like how the AI just pretty much ran away from me. And now that they know that we have the security cam on our side, it doesn't want to get caught. Although, thankfully enough, he ends up eventually walking into the line of sight of the camera, and just when we need it most, so we don't end up wasting the rest of our ammunition, the robots come into play to take over! And yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this guy really is the inspiration behind the reason why I try to get as many robots on my side as possible, because I really hate dealing with these grenade guys until we get the telekinesis power up. And yeah, since we don't have that yet, it's, I really don't want to waste my ammunition, especially because, like I mentioned, we're playing a survival difficulty. I'm trying to conserve as much ammunition as we can as possible. So for the next sequence of events, of course, we have to head up the stairs. And typically whenever I end up playing this game, I tend to just skip the enemies. So I just grab the power up right here just so I can burn them alive. Now, it's funny though, because for some reason this time I play the game, I don't know, maybe Bioshock knows that I'm recording for YouTube, and I promise you that I did not script this in any way. Because like I said, I tend to just kill all these enemies by just putting them on fire. And for some reason, not all of them, or if any, I'm not even sure if any of them were actually in the line of fire. But I actually really don't even think. Actually, I see only one person that died because of the fire. But these doctors wouldn't go into the fire. So I'm just over here getting out of this area just to see if maybe I can trick the AI into going into the puddle of oil. But they refused to go into the puddle of oil. They just stood back. It's like the AI was adapting and knew what was going on. And, can we just pretend that my aim is not being seen right now? Can we just kind of like edit that out somehow? I'm just gonna keep it there, but we just knock him out with a wrench real quick. But it's funny because I ended up conserving ammo just to waste all the ammunition. Sounds like a typical Nemesis playthrough whenever I decide to play these games on Twitch. So I put everything on fire once more, and it's just weird. I'm waiting for the fire to go all the way around, but it doesn't even go all the way around. But at least that lady, the AI, somehow was able to actually, I guess, walk into it. I'm not sure.
All roads in Rapture lead to Ryan. Security, the splicers, the big daddies, the little sisters. He pumps some kind of chemical scent in the air. Pheromones, they call it. Makes them all dance to his tune.
And yeah, it was just kind of a sequence of events that ended up happening, and I don't know, man. And we're slowly building up to him. The mascot of the franchise, and dare I say, probably one of the most iconic characters in video game history, Mr. Big Daddy himself. And I just love how he's just making his thunderous stomps. I really just like how this game introduces Big Daddy slowly to you. They don't just like throw it out to you, just like how typical games do nowadays, where they just throw all the action all at once to you. They just slowly build up the suspense and giving you that worry when this man is coming. I miss when games used to build that immersion for us. And this man's going crazy and throwing bombs over here at me.
You'll have to find some way to get through to surgery and Steinman. Chin up now. The Lord hates a quitter. I can hear that splicer sounding off like it's the 4th of July. Explosives are hard to come by down here. If you get your hands on one of them telekinesis plasmids, you could catch the damn firebombs and toss it right back in his gob. Or anything else that might be standing in your way.
And that means it's actually almost time to get one of my favorite power-ups in this game is a telekinesis. I like it because I don't have to use too much of my Eve bar, and you get to throw grenades back at people. Wouldn't you just love the ability to chuck a grenade at somebody that would throw a grenade at you, or, you know, stop bullets of some sorts? And my aim is actually getting better and better as I got nothing but headshots here. Should be going for a headshots only challenge, shouldn't we? Nah, I wouldn't be doing that. My aim, you know, I may have done really well for my aim that time, but my aim is honestly not very good in this game. And I actually also know the part that's about to come up as well as we melt this ice. And with that said, I think we're going to have a good stopping point here. And I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of me going through Rapture once more here in Bioshock on the survival mode playthrough. Y'all take care of one another and I'll see you guys soon. Deuces.